Okay, here's some details of the foredeck on the bow here. You can see there is this seam that goes all the way towards the bow, and from what I understand, that is where the two pieces of wood laid together, and that is separated somewhat. Everything is sound underneath. I don't know whether you can see inside down here or not. I said that this was dry. I was wrong. It probably got some rainwater in it, so there's some ice down there, which I should have taken that out before I stored it. And there is probably some mold in here because of the moisture, so I'm letting that air out now. So I want to be honest about that, but I'm pretty sure there's the anchors underneath this thing. There's an anchor underneath there. I think it's a function of rain seeping in, probably. Also, water gets in through the mast hole, so it's a big open area where water can get in. But Chuck would know more than I about stuff like that. There's a front hatch here, and I think this is open all the way through that hatch too. I think it's all the way through to this, through here. From what I know, I can't see down in there, so I don't know. Let's look at this back hatch. Here's the back hatch. It's painted inside, as you can see. I don't know about it. It feels all dry in here, so I don't really see the quality of the seams in there or not. Here's this motor mount that I was talking about. When you really torque the engine, this one, there's some pressure on this, and it kind of pops up a little bit. What I would like to do is drill another hole in here eventually and put a pin there so that it keeps it more stable. But that's the motor mount that I think is a Duckworks purchase. Here's the bottom of the more detail for the rudder. And as you can see, it's in pretty good shape. I don't see any scratches really. There's a little bit, looks like right up here on the top, there's a little bit worn away, so that should probably be touched up. You can see the same seam going through here, but it hasn't separated as much. So, yeah, I can't see in there. You can see inside. You can see the quality of the epoxy fillet there. Here's a close-up of how this person did the epoxy fillets. You can see it's in pretty good shape. So, yeah, my understanding of this front. There's a king plank under here. I think that's what they call it. And these two boards go over that king plank going this way. And I just kind of noticed it this year, but it looks like they've separated a little bit. So I think that's, whether that's structural or cosmetic, I think in my mind it's more cosmetic, but it does need to be sealed up. So I imagine that means kind of grinding that area out a little bit, fairing it over with epoxy, then repainting it. The wood is all solid under there. And why that water's down there, my best guess is it went into through that mast hole, that mast step. And now I see that I wish I would have dried that out before I put it away in the fall. But I did not. Okay. I think those are the questions you had. Underneath here you can see it's solid. There's nothing. It's all solid and clean. I don't know whether you can see the epoxy joints there, that they're pretty good. This over here is a good, I think you see the epoxy joint down there. Looks like she did a good job of that. Okay, that's as much as I think I can tell you right now. If you have any questions, give me a call.